if you are following, you can just unmute your mic and tell me you're following, or you indicate in the group, please. So now we are live. Now, I was saying that our mind is the gateway between the spirit and the body and the physical world. Our body makes contact with the physical world. Our spirit makes contact with the spiritual world. And our mind is the gateway to which information or that receives information, is a channel through which information passes. Now, our minds are so powerful, if we decide to shut it out, that person has become useless automatically, because it is the mind that does the work. It is the mind that does that work. So we must be ready to have our minds active if we must succeed in everything we do. I don't know if you're able to check through some of the things I left in the group. Mindset is very powerful. One thing we can say is mindset is everything. In other words, wherever you are coming from, whatever thing you want to be, or whoever you see yourself becoming, your mind is capable of reaching that goal. You have set goals for yourself. You have decided that this is where I'm going. Your mind is capable of taking you there. Only if you allow it to work, only if you allow it to function. I'm very sure Prom will be telling us, Lady Prom will be telling us about our story today. But when we were on a space together, maybe sometime last week, I guess, we're talking about the story of our suicide, attempted suicide. Almost all of us on that Twitter space had an experience called suicide. We wanted to commit suicide in one way or at a time or the other. Personally, let me see, I think about 3 times I have attempted that, 3 good times. The last one was just last year. Yes, this last year, when I was faced with so many things. I entered into depression, and that was almost making me climb. There's a bridge. For those of us that know Lagos very well, there's this pedestrian bridge at Ijesha, because where I stay is actually at Ijesha, in my sister's place. During that period of depression, I was almost climbing that bridge to jump down because I had lost everything. There was no inner strength again. But when that strength came, my mindset changed. What did I do? I started reading things. I started writing up articles on depression. I post daily. I have what's it called? An Instagram page called Lighting Up, the Lighting Up community. I started posting, I started doing something, I started surrounding myself with some people. All I needed to do was to change my orientation. My brother-in-law really tried for me. He practically brought me out of that depression. Also, I think I attended, Mr. Festus here will know what I'm talking about. I attended a 21-day meditation with Sam Harvard, a friend and a boss, a mentor rather. I attended a 21-day meditation program. That meditation program, apart from the work that my brother-in-law did, changed my mindset totally. It was as if he intentionally brought me in to intentional that meditation program was made for me, because it literally turned my life around, reoriented my my mind. My mind was practically changed, was literally changed. And this is what we are talking about. When it comes to mindset, it's a very powerful thing. Mindset is not a thing that anyone can joke with. Here am I today. I am very glad that I did not commit that suicide last year. Was it September or October? October, to be precisely. October. I thank God that I did not commit that suicide eventually. And that is what it should be. That is what it should be. I really thank God. So when we are talking about mindset, when your mindset is changed, when you have a change of mentality, when you have when your mind when you have a change of mind, when you have a radical turn around, everything becomes good again. The hope is ignited that at least something, that I have a reason to live. So mind, it has a way of changing our lives. I think I woke up yesterday. I'm thinking of either reading that now or after, but maybe I can take it now and after also. Trying to look at what I penned down. Yesterday, when I just woke up, I was just on my bed. After I prayed and meditated, something was just coming about this issue of mindset. So, what I quickly penned it, I quickly typed it so that I would not forget. And thank God I did that. Now, let me quickly read. I wrote yesterday morning, I said, there is nothing stronger than the will of man. But most times, we put our wills on the sacrifice table for others to slaughter with their butcher's knife. Not minding the way we feel, we please them by enforcing their wills over ours. Only if we understand that those we sacrifice our wills for are human beings. They can wake up tomorrow and decide not to have anything to do with us again. A change of mindset will correct this mentality. You need to know that you are not here to please anybody but God first and then yourself. You've got to block anyone trampling on your self-ego and pride. People will make you feel worthless, as though you are nothing without them. You've got to do away with bad energies because they are up to no good. Channel your mind to productivity, success, great achievements, and wealth. And stop brooding and crying over spilled milk, cause it is gone. Stop damaging your self-worth by allowing useless and unnecessary people talk down at you and talk you down your goals in life. Develop a positive and an abundant mindset that smash goals and builds up an empire of generational wealth. You can do it and you will do it, but only with the right mindset. You can do it and you will do it, but only with the right mindset. In other words, once you are ready to take charge of your life, once you know I am not responsible or no one is responsible for how my life turns out to be eventually. Once you understand the fact that You are to be blamed if anything goes wrong in your life. Once you are ready to take that responsibility, then the first thing to tackle is your mind. That is where the battle for your success, for your life, that is where it goes on, right in your mind. So you need to hack your mind. Actually, there is a book I'm writing, which is the mindset hack. You need to practically hack your mind and shut it against any form of bad energies. You are responsible for what your life becomes. Nobody is responsible. Well, people have been responsible probably up to those points because you have given them the will of your life to direct it. But once you are ready to sit at the driver's side with God by your side, then you should be able to, the first thing you should do is to change your mindset. That is very important. Mindset basically is you. Mindset is everything you want to become. Your mindset, the condition of your mind, determines what flows into your heart. And what flows into your heart determines what your mouth speaks. And whatever your mouth speaks becomes your reality. I hope you got that. Your mindset is you. It is everything about you. The state of your mind, your mindset, I come again, determines what flows into your heart. Your mindset determines what flows into your heart. What goes into your heart determines what comes out of your mouth. What comes out of your mouth determines what happens in your life. Because once you speak it out, you have sent a message to your future life. And what you speak out eventually comes to play in your life because what you speak, you believe. So once you say it, that this is it, this is how my life is, it goes out, it flows out to go and perform that exact thing that you've done. So if we look at it very well critically, you will discover that the journey began from the mind. The journey began from the mind. Your mind, your heart, your mouth, your reality. Your mind, your heart, your mouth, your reality. So whatever you say, you become eventually. So this issue of mindset is nothing to be joked with, and that is why we are having Lady Prom tonight. All right, she messaged me now that in the next 10 minutes she should be joining us. All right, so uh she should be ready. She should be joining us in the next 10 minutes. So let us hold forth till she comes, while we also expect other people. Please, if you are listening to me, just type mindset in the group. Let me see. If you are listening to me, just type mindset in the group so that I can know that you are following. All right. All right. Thank you. So when we talk about that, if you want me to come again, I can. Now, your mindset basically is everything you want to become. When that happened to me, the first thing that I changed was my mindset, because that is the first thing to change. My mindset. That's the first thing I can change, my mindset. So, everyone listening to me tonight, you have a work to do. And that work is your mindset. You want to change your business. You want your business to have a total turnaround. It starts from the mind. You want to be the richest man on earth. It starts from the mind. You want to be the breadwinner of your family. It starts from the mind. You want to be, you want to do some charitable works. It starts from your mind. You want to become an icon to be reckoned with in life. It starts from your mind. Every journey of your life starts from the mind. Once you get that mindset right, everything is right. Once you get it right, you've gotten it right. So that is why I am trying to appeal to your mind tonight, that you've got to work on yourself. How do you develop your mind? How do you develop your mind? There are a lot of gateways, and look at it. Look at how we speculated, or how I arranged it. Your mind, your heart, your mouth, and then your reality. Now, when it is coming in, the mouth takes it out. When it is coming in, it has to start probably from your eyes. You have to invest in so many things. You have to invest in yourself. How do you invest in yourself? By what you read, by what you listen to, by what you say to yourself, by what you make your heart believe, by what you feed on. That is the point, or that is the word. By what you feed on. If you feed on things that are not good, you cannot expect good thing to come out from bad thing. It is not possible. If you want to feed your mind, if you want to develop, you need to invest in yourself first. Investing in yourself means going in, going all in to guard your mind. You have to consciously do this. But the problem will tell you that, see, there are some people that you don't even need to talk with, even if they are your siblings, and you know that this person is affecting you. Because personally, I'm even thinking of blocking some people also. Now, I've blocked some. I'm still thinking of blocking some further. Because these are called monitoring spirits. They are trying to monitor your life. They ask you questions that are not related, or that are not going down well with what you want. Some of them is in form of mocking. They will mock you. They will make sure they say things to you that gets you angry, that annoys you. For you to be able to develop yourself, to build your mind, there are some people you need to do away with. There are some people you have no choice than to cut away from. Some people, when they do things to you, it gets to your mind. It affects you. You think on it. Some people make you cry by the words of their mouth, by what they say to you. Is it a must you listen to them? That's my question. Is it a must you listen to them? You can do away with them. You can sidetrack them. You can leave them alone. It is not a must for you. It is not a must for you to listen to such people. This is your sanity. This is your mind. If there's something wrong with your mind, there is no way you can be productive it is not possible. Wow, 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 wow. There is no way, there is no way you can be productive if something is wrong with your mind. There is no way you can be productive. So every one of us, we've got to do one thing or the other so that our mind we can have sanity in our minds. Wow, wow, see who is here. Lady Prominence has just joined us. You are welcome, you are welcome, you are welcome. It's my pleasure uh, to have you tonight. Hello, Ma. Can you just unmute? Let us see.
Hi, good
Lady,
evening, Mr.
good
Chris. Good
eve,
evening, everyone.
good
Yeah,
eve.
thank you.
How's everything? Yeah,
Whoops. Well, thank you. Thank God. It's been it's been a day, like, but thank God.
wow, wow. You are welcome. You are welcome. All right. Before I hand over to you, let me quickly wrap up what I was saying before
Okay.
you take the mic. Thank you for joining us.
It's my pleasure.
All right. As I was saying, you need your sanity. It is somebody that is sane, that has a sane mind, that can be productive in anything he or she does. Once your mind is attacked and affected, that is the end. They've gotten you, either they are village people or whatever, they've gotten you or whatever you believe they are. Once they are able to get into your mind, they've gotten you. And that is all. So the first thing that needs to be worked upon, so that no matter what, this road is a very rugged road and it's for dogged people. If you want to be successful, if you want your business to fly, if you want to be productive in anything you do, the first thing is your mind. Like I said, don't forget, your mind, it goes from your mind to your heart. What is in your heart is what you speak. Out of the abundance of heart, mouth speaks. And what you speak becomes your reality. Once you get the mindset right, your heart will produce things that are useful, and your mouth will say good things, will say positive things, and those positive things becomes your reality. All right. Without further ado, I am going to bring uh, upstage uh, the mother of many nations. She said we should not call her coach. She said we should not call her mentor. I think I will on our WhatsApp. She said something one time. She said this is the approved name. Somebody called her that name, and she said this is the approved name from today, Lady Prom. So it's my pleasure, singular honor, to invite Lady Prom, mother of many nations, to please take the stage. Thank you so much for coming tonight.
Oh wow, thank you. Thank you. I guess that was my network there. Can anybody
Yeah.
hear me?
Yes, we can now.
Oh, wow. See, I'm so sorry about that. The network can just be crazy. I noticed something in recent times. Anytime I'm about to deliver people, because I really call it deliver, I call it
Mm-hmm.
delivery.
We
Mm-hmm.
cannot hear you.
Anytime I'm about to deliver people, the network would just start, you know, acting up. I mean, all through the day, it would have been working fine. Somebody says
Wow.
the volume is low. Is it my volume or is your volume?
Yeah, I think I can still hear you.
Okay, all right. I think that person has to like maybe leave and join again. So as I was saying, all through the day, the network would have been working so fine. And just at that moment when I'm about to do something, so important, so trajectory, the network would just start acting up. I say, wow, really? That's to tell you that this topic today is very important because if you don't have the right mindset, if such things happen to you, you're just going to tell yourself that, oh, it's like maybe God is not in this thing, or maybe something. You just give yourself one flimsy excuse,
That's
and
true.
you will validate whatever it
Mm,
is, right? But for me, it tells me that what I'm about to share or what I'm about to do is going to be a blessing, not just to people, but also to myself.
mm,
So I want to welcome each and everyone this moment. I see Covenant, I see Vera, Bentop, Festus, Lara, Shay, Casey, Choice, Tammy, you are welcome. I see all of you. And I really want to appreciate that you are here. And sincerely speaking, like Chris was saying, I don't like to be called coach, mentor. I mean, because the reason I don't like that word is because now people do not really know the meaning and the efficacy of what mentorship and coaching involve. For
mm,
example, today I just got in, like today is Sunday. I just got in. I went to church and one of my mentors, I just, met her along the way and she just said, Prominent, there is something we have to do. And that literally kept me out
mm,
till this time. My plan was just to go to church and come back home and prepare for the two meetings I have today because I have another meeting after this. That was just my plan. But here my mentor says to me, Prominent, there is something I want to show you. There is something I need to introduce you to. There's something I need you to learn. I need you to study. We have to go to my place so that I can take you through it. And I did. I went that. That's what you call mentorship. Mentorship is not that you are posting online and then you just tag somebody, say, thank you, my coach. No, a lot of persons, they don't even, they are not even ready to even follow simple instructions, not to talk of, not to talk of serious, like life changing instructions. So that's why, personally, for me, I know who I am mentor to. I know who I am coach to. Not everybody that calls me coach, not everybody that calls me mentor is actually means it, right? So somebody just to clear why somebody might be saying, why does she not like to be called that name? Like, yeah, that's just it. Okay. So people who eventually get to call me coach, mentor, they are people who actually mean it. And there are people who I know that they are actually doing what it means, and they actually do what it means. I just gave you an example right now. Okay, so see, every great person that you see out there, yes, every great person you see has somebody they submit to.
mm,
They have someone they submit to, despite the height they have. In fact,
mm,
let me now move away from business. In ministry, if you know Bishop Oyedepo very well and you know Paul Eneche, you know Ibiome, you know the people that follow him. Many people follow Bishop Oyedepo, but I can tell you that these three persons, Paul Eneche, David Ibiome, and Abioye, those three persons are his ardent followers. And if you look at their ministries, if you look at their lives, you say, whenever I'm listening to Paul and Nature and these guys, these are people who don't leave their churches anyhow. But if Bishop calls them and says, Eneche, I need you to do this, this is something that you have to, he will do it. Like, see, so that's
mm,
just to clear the air. So I just love people calling me my name, or you call me Lady Prom. So just simple so that you don't make life difficult for yourself, okay? And also so that you know the intricacy and you know the depth of what it actually means to be called a coach or mentor. And another reason why people use coach mentor is because they want to earn people's respect. They want
Mm.
to attract people's. And let me tell you the truth. The easiest way to have titles is not by giving yourself the title. You will earn it. You will earn it easily. You don't have to struggle. You don't have to fight for it. You will earn it easily. That's not saying that you shouldn't call yourself a coach or you shouldn't call yourself a mentor. I'm just trying to open our eyes to a broader light, like to a deeper insight. Okay. And also, when you call yourself a coach or mentor, you must be submitting to someone in your business, wherever. You must be submitting to someone. You are not just doing it because everybody is following that person. And now, the difference between a coach, a mentor, and a role model, I don't know why I'm going this dimension, but it's going to help some people. Some people mistake role models for coaches and mentors. A
Mentors.
coach, a mentor is someone that guides you, that you have access to. A person you don't have access to is not your coach. Someone you don't have access to is your role model. The person is not your coach. For example, one of my role models is Joyce Meyer, but I
Mm-hmm.
can say that materials and all of these things have helped me because I read her books. I'm a business person, but trust me, my number one role model in business, in life generally, is Joyce Meyer. Okay, because we have a unique call. I see I can find my life purpose, my life pattern in our own living. So she's a role model. I don't have access to her. I mean, she doesn't even know if I exist. She doesn't even know if there's anybody like prominent existing, right? But she has blessed me so much. But I don't have access to her. She cannot call me and say, Prominent, okay, this is what you do now. No, she doesn't have. So she's my role model. So a lot of you are calling people who are your role models, coaches, tagging them here and there, and they don't even know that you exist. They just, I mean, like, then you now go and look for the person that can access, and you just mess things up for your business, right? So it's good to have role models. It's good to admire people. It's good that you see people who are doing so great and you admire them and you read their materials. But if you really want to coach, a coach is someone you have access to. For example, one of my coaches is Laju Iren. Laju Iren can call me up and say, Prominent, how are you doing today? Prominent, how about those goals we discussed? How far have you gone? How is business going? But Laju Iran is a role model to some other persons. They don't have access to her. I can easily send Laju Iran a DM and say, Mama, this is what is, happening. I need this. I mean, that is what a coach is. So I just have to, clear that foundation so that people get it right. Don't you a lot of people mistake the role models for a coach. A coach is somebody that literally guides you, that teaches you, that you listen to, that you bring your problems to, and they answer you. That's who a coach, a mentor is. So, and for you to call anybody a coach or mentor, then you want to make sure that you yourself, you are ready to submit. You are ready to actually follow. And submitting does not mean that you are losing your value.
Mm-hmm.
Submitting does not mean that you are losing your value. I am, oh my God. Whenever I tell some people my age, they're always surprised. Like, they're like, no, we think you're 30. I'm like, what? 30? What? Like, hello? Maybe I sound like somebody who's 30 years old or whatever. I don't know. But then I'm not even close to 30. And I have people who are way older than me. and they feel like, okay, there's something knowledgeable they need to, listen. Same with me. In my prayer life, in my spiritual life, I have younger persons who I call on to, who I relate with, who I call, who I submit to. So it's not about, okay, this person is older than me, this person is older than you. I'm just clearing all these things so that, because what we're dealing with tonight is a very foundational thing, very foundational. So you want to make sure that you are getting it very, very right. So if you see somebody that is younger than you and the person has the key, has the light to what will help you, I say because of age, you are not ready to submit or list. It does, like you are doing yourself. Because whether
Mm-hmm.
you submit or not, you are not taking anything away from that person. Number two, you are not losing your respect. Your respect does not drop in any way. It doesn't drop in one bit. Rather, you get better than you actually are. So, if you're just, listening to me for the very first time in your life, my name is Prominent, right? Prominent Ikie. I studied entrepreneurship to the glory of God. Even some people are doing entrepreneurship by force, but I am doing entrepreneurship by choice. I studied entrepreneurship in the university for God knows how many years, because after strike and everything made it look like I was studying medicine. But give
Wow.
God the glory. So, and I'm a product designer. Like, if you don't know what product design is, I mean, that's the tech skill, right? UI, UX, and all of that. I do affiliate marketing, and I help people scale in their businesses, both affiliates and people who do other businesses. So is this session tonight is not only for affiliate marketers, it's for
Mm-hmm.
anybody in business, because we're talking about your business and your mindsets. Okay, so first of all, your business. I would like to know the people in this room. Can you, sorry, I'm used to rooms. The people in this yeah, this is a chat room anyway. The
Yeah.
people in this place now, I'd like to know, what business are you doing? Just type it in so I know the kind of people I am dealing with here tonight. Though I know a few persons here already, but I would still like to know. Just type it in this comment section. What business do you do? What business do you do? Affiliate marketing. Awesome. Affiliate marketing. Yes, let's keep it coming. Let's keep it coming. Let's keep it coming. Amazing. 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 I know 90% of the people here are affiliate marketers. Okay. Oh, a digital marketer. Interesting. Covenant. Awesome. I like that. You see somebody different. Yeah. Okay. So 90% affiliate marketing. Amazing. Boss Regalia. I hope I didn't murder your name. What do you do? Festus says affiliate marketing and entrepreneurship. When you say entrepreneurship, entrepreneurship is broad. So what what is your area of specialization in entrepreneurship? Yeah, Sammy is a medical sales rep and affiliate marketing. Yeah. So Festus, I would like to know and when you say entrepreneurship, because I studied entrepreneurship, so entrepreneurship is broad. So you want to say what aspect of entrepreneurship you are doing, affiliate marketing and business consultancy. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Yes, I like the fact that yes, you are opening up. So, Joe, David, what do you do? What are the business you do? It could be one, it could be two, it could be three, it could be 100. If you are doing 100 businesses or more, I give you celebration. Okay. Sales of laptops. Okay, you're businessman. You, you are businessman. Original businessman. Customers, what do you do? Okay, I think customers already said affiliate marketing. Okay, thank you for the feedback. Yeah, I just want to be sure that I know the persons I'm talking to so that we will not be talking out of context, right? Yep. So now that I know the businesses you're doing, and you as well know the businesses you're doing, one thing that helps business thrive is your mindset. Your mindset is such a powerful um is a powerful tool. In fact, it's beyond a tool. Your mindset is a force. Yes, I like to call it a force. Your mindset is a force that drives you, even as a human being, and then it reflects into your business. Your mindset is so powerful. It's such a powerful force, a force that can nobody can develop it for you without your permission. So even if I talk 1 hour tonight and you do not give the permission for all that I'm saying to actually get into your mind and do what is needed, then I mean we would have a serious problem. So if
Mm.
you are ready to give permission to me tonight, please just type I am ready. Let me see that in the chat room. If you're ready to give me the permission to talk to your mind, if you're ready to give me that permission, that allowance to say, okay, yes, prominent, I am ready for you to speak to my mind. I'm ready for you to tell me the things I need to change, the things I need to know, the things I need to get better at. Just say, I am ready. I am ready. I am ready. Yes, keep it coming. I am ready, 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 ready. Because if you do not give me the permission, even the universe is not going to allow it sink into your mind.
Mhm. Mhm.
And that is just the truth. It's just the same way when you go to a conference, when you go to church, when you go to wherever it is that you go, no matter what the pastor, the speaker preaches, teaches, if you are not receptive, every other person can be screaming and shouting and enjoying, but you are not seeing what is making these people, that way. And that's because you've not opened your heart. You've not been in that receptive position. So it is very important that you are ready to actually receive, because let me tell you guys the truth. The people here are adults. I mean, they are adults, and adults are one of the most difficult set of people to change when it comes to mindset. Adults are one of the most difficult set of people to speak to when it comes to mindset, because a lot of us, 90%, already have some beliefs. We already have some systems in us that we've grown with, that we've lived with for years. So nobody can just wake up from somewhere and then just come and say, okay, this is what is going to work for you. And you're like, but no, this is not how I've been doing it all my life. So that is why you have to be in that receptive position. And I trust that God's going to help me in the next 30, 45 minutes, 1 hour, to really, really, really ensure that whatever I'm going to be saying is actually going to be what you need for your business and also for your life, but more importantly for your business. Now I have spoken too much. Let us get into this deal. Okay, so
A good one.
your mindset. Number one, number one mindset thing you need to have. The number one mindset you need to have as regarding your business is that you are you. Hmm. You,
Mhm.
when I say you are you, somebody type that in. You are you. The other you is going to be in capital letter. You are you. Number one mindset you need to have. You are you. That is, when I say you are you, I mean that prominent is prominent. I mean that Lara is Lara. I mean that Mimi is Mimi. I mean that Festus is Festus. I mean that Vera is Vera. And that you is your authentic self. Your authentic self. Your original you. Your number one mindset to have is you. The reason is because people buy you first. People buy you. People buy you. Why are you joining this room, this meeting tonight? Why are you here? Is it because of the title? No, it's not because of the title. Hello. It's not because of the title. There are many interesting titles out there. I mean it.
Mhm.
There are 1001 titles better than this, but you are here.
Mhm.
Why? Because so some persons you have bought me. You didn't buy me with money. You didn't buy me with whatsoever, but you bought me one way or the other. For some other persons, you have bought Chris. Chris has sold himself to you. I have sold myself to you one way or the other, and that is why you are here. So, your number one mindset to have is to know that you are you. And the moment you know who you are, and the you are you, then you are ready for what I'm talking about. You are ready for the trajectory that is going to happen in the next few minutes. Because
Mm.
people buy you first. People buy you first. People buy you first. So the number one thing you need to know is that people buy you first. In any business you are doing, people buy you first. And that is going to lead me to the next thing, the next mindset you need to have. The next mindset you need to have as salesperson, as business persons, you must have encountered this one way or the other, which is called the abundance mindset. You need to have the abundance mindset to run a business, any business at all. I'm telling you, any business, the abundance mindset that says, because of you and because of who you are, even if there are 1 million persons doing what you are doing, you are going to make your own mad, crazy, whooping sum of money from it, even if there are 1 million people. I always give this example. For instance, please, why are you buying Dangote salt from the person you are buying it from? Why? Why are you buying Dangote salt? When you go to the market and you see people line up selling the same thing, please, why did you go to that particular person to buy it? Why? Did you go back home and say, because the people selling this thing, there are too many, so you are, therefore you are not buying? Have you ever said that? Have you ever gone to the market and said, okay, the people selling maybe these tomatoes, there are too many, so you went back home, that because there are too many, you are not buying? Did you? I want answers. Have you ever done such a thing? Have you?
Mm-mm.
Nobody. Nobody. You definitely cannot do that. You cannot go to the market and say, because 10 people on a row, they're selling the same thing, you now went back home. So since you did not go back home, your buyer, I mean the sellers, also cannot go back home. They did not go back home. They did not say, oh, because Mama Chigozie is selling salt. Mama Chiamatu is selling the same salt. And then they went back home to sit down and say, no, 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 they can't be selling the same thing. They are selling the same thing, they can't make money. But you see these people, they will show up in the market selling the same thing, right? In like this one, they're even side by side. Some of you are in online business, you are still complaining. These ones, they are the real, like they are the physical market, sitting side by side, selling the same thing. And you still see them make their money, especially the Igbo guys. You still see them make their money. Some of them don't even know about the abundance mindset, but they are making their money. But tonight, you have the privilege to even know about the abundance mindset. So when you have this abundance mindset, it's that mindset that tells you that no matter the volume in the market, no matter the amount of people doing the same business you are doing, as long as you know that that's the business you want to do and you are ready to really do the work, then you're going to make money. Then you're going to make your own share. Then your own share is still waiting for you. Your own share is still on tap. This is a mindset you need to have. There is your share waiting for you. Your share of the money is still in some people's pockets that nobody has collected before. Sammy, your share of your money is still in some people's pockets that I have not collected the money from them. Vera, your share of your own money in the market, in your business, is still in the pocket of some people that I have not reached. So the moment you know this, the moment you have this mindset, then you ready for next. Because if you don't have this mindset, any little thing you will slump. If you don't have this mindset, any little breeze that blows like this, you just go and sleep. You just gotta tell yourself, oh more, I don't call this world to die, I don't call kill myself. Go better. You if you don't have that mindset, this is what you'll be. If you don't have that mindset, you'll be telling yourself, for example, you'll be to tell yourself that I say now stop affiliate don't collect all the process guy. As I no go Dubai like this, more kai people no go fit buy from me again. But how about I remind you that there are some people that those people are still nourished and they are waiting for you. How about I remind you that they are waiting for you? They're waiting for Sammy, they're waiting for Vera, they're waiting for Festus, they're waiting for Mira, they're waiting for Mimi, they're waiting for you. So if you don't have this mindset, you will give up at any instance. You will give up at any breeze that blows, any wind that blows, you will give up. But tonight I have to tell you that this is a mindset that you must have. And if you don't have this mindset, please take a book, take a paper, take a pen, and tell yourself and write it. I have my own share of my money in some people's pockets nobody has reached, and place it on your wall and be seeing it every blessed day of your life, and be seeing it until it sinks in your subconscious, and keep telling yourself that Mindsets, this mindset thing, I can talk about for 2 hours, but I am just, trying my best to just rush and not bombard you guys, okay? So if you have this issue, if you've had this issue, please just what I said, just do it. Take a pen, paper, write it. I have my own share. Write it. The one thing, I have my own share of my money in some people's pockets, and I am going to get it. Write it and put it on your wall, put it on your vision board, put it on your mirror, anywhere you feel you want to put it. Because that would give you a daily reminder that no matter the number of people that are in your business, your own share of your money, your own share is also in people's pocket. It is waiting for you. It is waiting for you. And that is why you see that number one, we are still going to be going back to it from time to time. Because if you don't discover your you will find it very hard to make people buy. It will be
Hmm.
very difficult for people to buy from you. It will be very difficult for people to understand your business and say, yes, we are buying. Why do people easily buy from somebody and they're not buying from you? Why? It's not because the person is posting 1 million in a week. Or
Hmm.
no, oh no. It's not.
Mhm.
It's not. That's just a tip. Like that's just a side attraction. It's a side attraction. For some persons, they bought from me because they feel I'm a woman, and then a woman that is doing this business safe.
Hmm. Wow, I think we've lost Lady Prom again.
I mean,
Please, can you?
it will surprise you reasons why people buy. Oh God. That's why I need to read the comments section so that you know
Hello, Lady Prom. Your network is fluctuating. All right. All right. I think she left to join back. So we are waiting for her to join back. Number one, she said, "You are you." If you heard or if you were around at the thing I read out when this meeting started, uh, you would understand that you are not accountable to anybody. Aside God, you are accountable to yourself. You are responsible for you. No one is the cause of your dilemma. I have sat with that. I have sunk in that belief several times that my calamity was caused by some set of people, which is not. So you have to get that into you that you are responsible for you. So you've got to be you. Nobody has right to trample upon you. All right, Lady Prom, you're welcome.
okay. Thank you, thank you. You see what I'm saying? When I am playing, I mean, when I say playing, like maybe I'm just chatting, scrolling Twitter, you will see this network will just be
The
going
network will
boom.
be good. Very awesome.
But the moment I just say, okay, now, some people are about to get saved, though, you will see the network just start playing. You see what I'm saying? But I know that no matter how it tries, we are definitely going to have an amazing time. And I'm sure we are having an amazing time already. If you are having an amazing time already, if you are, if I am not wasting your time, or if I am wasting your time, please just type it. Just say you are wasting my time. Please. I don't like to waste people's time. People in my community, they know me. I sometimes my sessions don't even last up to, I mean, 1 hour, because I don't have time to, yeah. So if I'm wasting your time, please just tell me now. Just tell me now that I'm wasting your time. Please, please, and please. Just type it in the comment. But if you I'm not wasting your time, if you are having an amazing time so far, let us know. Let me know. Just type it in there. And just before the networking interrupted, I remember I was talking about hmm, God help me now. I was talking about, people having that abundance mindset. Yes, exactly. I was using people who are in affiliate marketing as an example. So
Mm-hmm.
because somebody has has gone to diverse places, you feel like, okay, is that person that has all your customers? No, your own customers. I mean, your money is in their pocket somewhere. And that's why I was saying, yes, psychology of selling. People buy for one of the most mundane reasons you will ever find. Ah, oh my God. You see people buy from you just because of the way you spoke to them. You see people buy from you just because of the way you are living your life. You see people buy from you just because of the way you comport yourself. People buy for different reasons, and each of these reasons is attached first to you. Is first of all attached to you, because I know you guys have heard that people buy because they have a problem. Yes, but the truth is you are not the only one with the solution to that problem.
Mm-hmm.
Don't lie
Mm-hmm.
to anybody. You are not the only one. As I'm talking to you right now, I am not the only person that can talk to you about your mindset and your business. Okay, there are
Mm-hmm.
1 million persons that can talk to you about your mindset and your business. So it is not your business alone that is the solution to people's problem. The number one reason people buy from you is because of who you are, who you have become. And that is why I said number one mindset is you. So if you are somebody that when people see you, or when people come across you, they feel like you are a time waster, what why would I want to buy something from you? Tell me. I mean, won't I go and look for another person that has that thing you are selling? Uh-uh.
Mm-hmm.
There's nothing new now. What you are selling is not new. Hello? Everything that you have mentioned here that you are doing today, is it new? No, it's not. It's not new. There are thousands of persons doing the same thing. But why am I buying from you? Why do I have to come and buy from you? Is who you are, who you have become, and who you are becoming is the number one reason people buy from you. Is the number one reason. And that is why whenever you are starting a business from the scratch, the number one goal should not be the money. Yes, you came into the business because you want to make money. But if you focus your attention much more to the money, you are going to lose more money. You will lose more money, because for some people that are doing affiliate marketing, let me give you a practical example you will relate with. You have not even understood how to sell to people. Then you started running ads. You started paying for status advert and all those things. And when people come into your DM, you don't even know how to close them. And then you've burnt money just like that. Ah, have you seen? I don't know if anybody can relate to it. There are some of you that have run ads, you've been doing ads, but you've never made any money from the ads.
Hmm.
It looks as if you have wasted money. And you can't hold your prospect. You've not learned how to say. That's to say, when you start a business, the first thing should not be I want to make money. Yes, you came to the business because you would make money, and that money you're going to make it. But that should not be your number one pursuit. Your number one pursuit should be that you are going to build yourself along your business. And I always tell people a mindset you should have when doing business is that you are building business. See, if
Hmm.
you look at the great businesses you see today, when you talk with the CEOs, at the stage that they are, they will still be telling you, we are looking for how to make business better. If you talk to Tony Elumelu, if you have the opportunity to talk to Tony Elumelu today, he's still going to tell you that he is always strategizing ways to make the UBA group better. That is for somebody that is already a billionaire. Now you that you just started business, Kwano, you are just doing business like pepper seller.
Hmm.
So one thing I always tell people: come into business. The mindset you should have for your business is that you are building your business. When you have that mindset that you are building your business, then you will take it seriously. Now I'm going to give another practical example. I love giving practical examples. If you are in a ship, relationship, whatever ship you are, I don't know. But if you're in a ship, women especially, they
Hmm.
have the tendencies to always want to build their relationships. True or false? If I am lying, please say I'm lying. If it's true, type true. You have the tendency that, okay, this person I'm dating now, this is my husband. All that is in your head is that how you are. Oh, Gerald says it's false. I love when I have a contrary this thing, because Gerald is going to tell us its own reason. So, people, you are thinking, how can this relationship be better? You are building the relationship with an expectation that, okay, there's something that is going to happen. Something is going to happen one way or the other. If you're a man, you are in a relationship with a lady, like it's as if you are serious. So, if you are serious, you are in a relationship with a lady with the aim that, okay, yes, you guys are going somewhere. You are building the relationship. You are building it. It's only people that are not serious. People who don't have a future. When I say a future now, people who don't have a future in a relationship or with a ship that they are into, they are the ones that are usually after the benefits Gerald is talking about. They are the ones that usually, because that's what I'm saying. If you are serious, you're a serious human being, eh, and you are in a ship, man or woman, you know what you do. I mean, for some persons like me now, for me, if I'm in a ship, please, in a day, you can, no matter how busy I am, I'm going to talk to you. Like, let my day be like heaven on earth. I will talk to you one way or the other. That is me building. There are some people like that. If you don't call them in 2 3 days, they will ask you, I beg, is this ship? Are you sure this ship is still on? So all those things you do, you are building your relationship. You send text message. You wake up in the morning, you say kini con. You bless their day. Almost. I wish the way people used to do relationship, that's how they do for their personal life. Almost they go get results.
Hmm.
I love using relationships a lot because some people, the way you handle your relationship, if you handle your business like that, you will see great and mighty results. Some persons will be doing all kinds of things. You are building your relationship. So why should you be handling your business like I don't understand, like it's trash? Honestly speaking, that's how some people handle their businesses. Especially when I have a diagnosis one on one with people. I mean, you build business. You don't just do business. This is a mindset to have. So if you are building business, therefore you will want to do everything that comes with building. You will want to do things that a builder does. If you are building a house, you will start from the foundation. You will do roof, do this, do that, do that, do that, do that. But some people start business and they leave the foundation, and you're expecting the painting. How now? You have to come with a mindset. See, let me tell you people something. I'm not telling you that when you do these things that you're not going to make money. See, it's very funny. It's as you're doing all these things, the money will now even be coming. And when you are building business, you are building yourself. Because if you are serious about building your business, you will start reading books that talks about your business. You will start listening to podcasts that talks about your business. You are going to choose things that literally builds your business over expenses. People who do business are people who, when they just make money from the business, for instance, if you are doing affiliate marketing, I have a space I'm going to do tomorrow that's going to talk, is that space is talking about why affiliate marketing will not make you rich. Because some people, when they make money, for instance, they go and use it to 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 settle an unimportant need. You might be saying, why is she saying it's unimportant? By the time I finish doing that dissection for you, when I finish drawing, hey, the map for you will know. Because before you started that business, that thing that you are spending your money on, you were doing without it and you were fine. You did not die.
Mm-hmm.
You did not die. But now, because you have started making money, a week, 2 weeks, you now feel like, okay, yes, now, oh yeah, it's time. You can't build your business that way. You will just be doing business, and one day you just come, you just sit and just say, oh, more. Ah, like, it can't be like saying, no, be the same business where these people they do now and they do. That's because your attitude, the way you're going about it, is wrong. So, this is a mindset that you should have, that you are in business to build and to make your money. You are not in business just to make money. You are in business to build your business. You are here to build. It's a mindset that is going to help you have a long term goal, a long term period. For instance, people doing affiliate marketing, I tell them, especially if you're an expert, are you going to sell 72 IG for the rest of your life? Please, if you are doing affiliate marketing, are you going to sell some strategy for the rest of your life? Hey, please answer, type. Let me know so that I know the kind of people I have in this place today. Are you going to be selling some strategy? Are you going to be selling whatever it is you are selling for the rest of your life? Are you? No, no, not possible. You don't know, but certainly not. Majority, no. Because why? You have greater plans for yourself. This is just an avenue. This is just a vehicle for you to raise, for you to build. So why are you handling your business like a toy? Why? Why are you not using the builder mindset? Why? So it's very important that you're doing business. You come with a builder mindset. What does a builder does? A builder makes sure you fixes your foundation first. So that is why your foundation should not be that you make money. Your foundation is that you develop you. And in the process of developing you, the money will begin to flow. The money will begin to flow. It will come. But if the money comes without you knowing you, the money will come and the money will leave. The money will come and the money will be squandered. The money will come and the money will just, be spent anyhow. So this is a mindset. I don't know how many mindset. I don't know. I don't know if you guys are getting something, but as I'm talking to you, I am personally blessed. I'm telling you, His pain does not do anything to anybody tonight. It has done something for me. It has reminded me of the foundation. It has reminded me of a whole lot. A whole this mindset I shared now. These are the foundation set to. Like I feel like there has to be a part of this thing because I have a session. These are just foundational mindsets to have about your sets are in place. Doing business, like any challenge comes your way, you will be able to find your way around it. You will be able to stand through it. You will be able to go through it. So very important. Very, very, very important. So people are just joining, like you miss the beginning because the beginning was so powerful, like was so hot and amazing, amazing. And the moment you become you, the moment you embrace your becoming and all of that, see, people will begin to get attracted to your light. And when they get attracted to your light, they will buy what you are selling. When they get attracted to your light, they will buy what you are selling. Even if they don't need it. Some of you have bought things you don't need, though. Some of you have bought things you don't need. You start buying it, you ask yourself, why did I even buy this thing safe? There was something that made you make of decision. So when you come and people can see your lights, you see how they will buy, but your lights will not come if you don't first do that number one thing. If you don't have number one side that one mindset, you are you. If you don't have that number one mindset that prominent is prominent, Chika is Chika, Vera is Vera, David is David, Lara is Lara, choice is choice. If you don't have that number one things, you see these other things I talked about, you're going to struggle. You will struggle with it. You will struggle with it. So because I'm not somebody that just like to without getting questions, because the truth is a lot of people they hear a lot. Some of you have said today is not new. You've heard it many times, but you're still like, oh my God, how do I do this? How do I do this one that they said now? How do I do this one that they said now? My dear, that is why I love to entertain questions a lot. Because in the question, that's when clarity comes. Clarity comes when the question, pops. So I would like to hand over to Mr. Chris at this point. I don't know if you can hear me. So if
Loud and
you
clear.
can chip in one or two things and people ask questions, just before I leave.
All right. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Lady Prom. That was a wonderful one. That was a very great one. Thank you so much. All right. Please, if you have any question, you just indicate in the group while I say a few things. There was something I read while this started, and then please, if you have any question, please indicate in the group so that I can call you to answer to ask your question. Or if you cannot talk, you can just type the question. I will be waiting for that. All right, quickly, there are two things I want to read. Number one was I think one of my tweets. My tweet on the 24th of May. Basically, my tweet on the 24th of May. Please, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you now.
All right, thank you. Uh, Now, I want to quickly read that, and then what I will now read what I read, what I got yesterday while I was meditating and I woke up. Now, on the 24th of May, I wrote said, you've got to summon that courage to do away with everything or everyone pointing in the wrong direction in your life. You can do without them, be confident. That is the beginning of your turnaround. If your mind says you can do it, then you can surely do it. It all starts from the mind. After you've achieved, they will still come and associate with you. But be careful, old habits never die. If they still want to control your mind, then you've got every reason to delete them permanently. Your mind must be a repellent to negativity and must constantly embrace positivity for it to grow and function well. Now, if you see that, you are going to understand that, especially that first point that Lady Prom raised, you are you. And it is very important that we understand that you understand that you are you. You are nobody else. You are just you. You cannot be any other person else. So you must, on the earlier you understand that, the better for you, so that you can go a long way in your journey. Once you start it, you should be able to end it well. The second was what I read earlier. I'm going to take that again and then we take the questions. I said, there is nothing stronger than the will of man, but most times we put our wills on the sacrifice table for others to slaughter with their butcher's knife. Not minding the way we feel, we please them by enforcing their wills over ours. If only if we understand that those we sacrificed our wills for are human beings. They can wake up tomorrow and decide not to have anything to do with us again. Hmm. A change of mindset will correct this mentality. You need to know that you are not here to please anybody, but God first and then yourself. You've got to block anyone trampling on your self-ego and pride. People who make you feel worthless, as though you are nothing without them. You've got to do away with bad energies because they are up to no good. Channel your mind to productivity, success, great achievements, and wealth. Stop brooding and crying over spit mix cause it is gone. Stop damaging your self-worth by allowing useless and unnecessary people talk down at you and talk you down your goals in life. Develop a positive and an abundant mindset that smash goals and builds up an empire of generational wealth. You can do it and you will do it, but only with the right mindset. You can do it and you will do it, but only with the right mindset. That was gotten from the place of meditation yesterday while I was trying to do this. All right, so it is very important, just like Lady Proma said, that our minds work effectively for us. Uh, uh, we've got to sit up to build up ourselves. We've got to build. He said, "You are you." She talked about abundant mindset. She talked about building mindset. That is the becoming who you ought to be. The building mindset, and this is very important. All right. If there are any questions, I think I would like to take them now. Is there anybody that, if you have any question, please can you just okay? Can you just ask if you have any question? Let's see if there's anybody.
Good evening, Mr.
Yeah,
Christopher.
good evening. Thank you.
My name is Gerald. Yes.
Okay, you're
Um.
welcome.
Thank you. Well, I'll start by thanking you for everything you said. Together with Miss Prominent, it was on point and straight to the point. I love that. But there's something that has bothered me for some time, and I think I should ask it now.
All right.
Yeah, you're not the first person that has talked about mindset. You are not. Yes, I've read it in different kind of books and
Wow. Network.
I
Network.
don't know
Oh,
this network thing, eh? Hmm.
sincerely yours. That was how I wanted to start my generator this evening. It did not start. Oh. Everything is just
Yeah.
all right. Mr. Kenny Gold.
Good evening, everyone.
Yeah, good evening.
Okay, in this aspect of mindset,
different
that is even one of the reasons I joined. Hello, are you hearing me, sir?
Yes, clearly, loud and clear.
Okay, I'm having issues with my own mindset. Though I try these days listening to let's say presentations on YouTube as regard positive affirmations, just to keep my mind in sanity and others. Okay, coming judging from, because most of us now keeping this positive mindset
but there's
affects us
another
because of the
thing
background we
is
come from.
environment.
Okay, he's still talking.
Uh, Mr. Gerald, your network is breaking. Maybe you should go off and join back. Mr. Gerald, if you can hear me. Please continue, Mr. Kenny Gold.
Okay,
Okay,
I'm back. Hello.
okay. Let's allow him to
Okay, hello,
continue.
Mr. Prominent. Hey, Mr.
So,
Gerald,
so
are you back?
yes, sir.
So let
Okay.
me allow
I was talking
let me allow him finish.
Mr.
environment.
Kenny Gold. Okay,
Allow
okay.
Innocent, right? To
Yes,
finish
ma'am.
is then Gerald will continue.
All
Yes,
right, all
yes.
right, all right.
Okay. Thank you very much. I wanted to actually drop for Gerald to talk, but it's okay. Thank you. Most of us came from backgrounds that are, let's say, very humble. Let me not use the word poor. Very, very humble backgrounds, and we now have this form of inferiority complex, having issues with keeping relationships, having issues with actually building authority, because people have this their prejudgment about you,
Hmm.
and it actually affects, like in terms of building these positive mindsets about ourselves. You are you, and all those talks actually affects. I'm talking from the place of experience.
Okay.
Yes,
um
I really.
I bless God for education. If not for education, I would have been more timid than I am. But glory to God, we went to school, so that one brought us out a bit from our shell. So I just really want to know, for persons like us who maybe find it difficult to actually build this kind of mindset, because it's difficult. Like most of the time, I fight with my own thoughts. Things are coming up, I'm trying to like counter the thoughts, and My roommate even just told me this evening. If I wake up, the first thing I'm shouting is Jesus, as if there is something I wanted to do that I'm not doing. When I shout Jesus, I wake up, I'll go back to sleep again. That's because like prior to sleeping and after I wake up my first time, I'm thinking. Like I'm trying to count, I don't know, counter intuitions and others. I don't know if you understand where I'm coming from. It's in a
Yeah.
place of yes, I'm in a state of confusion currently.
Mm.
Um, that's just oh God help me, Jesus. Never know how to explain myself.
I
No,
understand you.
it's
I can
difficult.
feel
To,
I can
and
feel this part of you so well. Is that all or you still want to continue? Still have more to say?
it affects even in like kinds of relationship. I don't most of the time this is how I see myself. um for a graduate, I see myself as not even being ready to go into a relationship. I see
Mm.
myself as I see myself as not even like up to the standard of most persons. Like it limits my association. I see myself
Mm.
talking to while in school by God's grace I did politics, and as a politician you should have high like what are they calling it? You should be like you should be egocentric. But it's as if I am still even like okay, I was the ISEC chairman just like Jega. The persons I put into office, it's as if I'm the one respecting them and not them respecting me. I don't know because of it's a fact. It's a fact
I'm
just
with
because of
you.
just
Yeah.
because of where I came from. Understand that humble background is still like they said you should not allow your background to put your back on the ground, but it's as if it's affecting what I do. Seriously. Though people hold me in high esteem, but me myself, I'm holding myself in low esteem. That is just the
Mm-hmm.
challenge I'm having currently.
All
I know actually I'm limiting myself, but I don't know how to stop it, especially in the place of relationship building. Not majorly with the opposite sex, both with friends I like. Okay, like
Mm.
today we went out. I was finding it difficult to snap picture. I was
Mm.
like, it was in an open place, coming out to snap while hey Jesus. Man, let me stop here, I beg. Okay.
all
Yeah,
right.
I
No.
I really Do
Yeah,
you
Lady
know
Prom.
what? I am actually glad. I really love the fact that you were so open and
Mm-hmm.
vulnerable. Not so many people will want to be this vulnerable, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I want to celebrate you for being that open, first of all. I really, really appreciate. And this is why I always encourage the question session, because we could have just finished this session now and you would have said amazing, awesome. Meanwhile,
Exactly.
you still have some things deep.
Network again. Hello.
Down that you're like you're still going to go and battle with those things. So this is why
All right. I think she just dropped off the call. She just dropped off the call. All right. Mr. Kenigo, thank you for opening up. It is a very critical issue that must be addressed. I hope Prom joins us as soon as possible. I know she would love to answer that. Yeah. Well, it has been said, and then most of the things is the issue of the background, the upbringing. Somebody was saying, I think in church, they said some of us, some people were born, they can relate, they can do things where whatever thing they have. But what happened was, is like your background is trying to lay your back on the ground, if I can say something like that. Mine was similar to yours, but my right from that tender age, what I did, the kind of mindset I had was different from yours. The kind of mindset I had was,
hello.
I am from a humble. Hello, Lady Prom, are you back? Hello, Prominent.
Yes, I am. Please,
All
you
right,
can
please.
continue talking. When you're done, I will talk.
Okay, okay. So, but the kind of, right from that tender age, the kind of attitude I've got is, though I am from a very humble background, but I don't see myself belong to that group right from that tender age. So we had almost similar issue. In fact, it was worse to the point that I don't know how many of us had actually, maybe during the time of cold and so on. I don't know how many of us on this call had actually used warm water to drink gari to school in the morning as a child. I don't know. Just for you to keep fit, and then you understand what I'm saying. But right from that point, I did not see myself, although my perspective affected me in some other ways, talking about money management and some other things, but I never saw myself in that shoe, not for once. I I have this kind of abundance mindset. I cannot be poor in life. My parents went through this. I went through this for a while. I don't pray I ever go through that again. That has been my driving force even from my childhood. So at the point, there's a point it gets to a stage that you need to write your own story and have a determination, that kind of abundant mindset, and determine yourself. If your mind is fixed to coming out of it with some steps and strategies, I believe you will be able to overcome this in a very short while. Please, over to you, Lady From.
Uh-uh.
Okay.
No,
Thank you so much. Oh, Gerald.
hello. Huh. I've been battling with network only to come back and no, please, we are not doing vote of thanks yet. Meeting is still on.
No, calm down. We're actually not done. We're trying to answer somebody's question. So,
Okay, I just came back now. No, no, no vex, I beg.
okay.
All right,
Okay,
no
no
problem.
problem. Okay, so Mr. Innocent, right? Um, you see, one thing I'm going to tell you is that your situation, your own challenge right now, it's not
Mm,
going to be changed overnight. Like, it's not going
mhm,
to be just a one-time thing. It's not going to be magic. And
mm,
I can relate so well with you because me talking to you, so let me tell you, I don't like using my experience to answer people, but I just want to give you a practical example. Once upon a time in my life, what am I saying? Once upon a time, growing up actually till I became maybe 20 or 21, yeah, I never grew up buying clothes. Like, I grew up wearing people's clothes. Like, that was how my life was. Like, I grew up wearing clothes that were being dashed to my siblings and I. So that gave me some kind of
hmm. Hey, oh Jesus, network. What's happening tonight? It will work. That network must come back.
This is what she was saying that time.
Yes,
If you
now.
enter to
Yes,
Ghana,
now.
you're reading rubbish. Network will go. You even watch on how to fix your toenail that it will not cut. It will show. Now look at.
Kai.
Oh, so over to you, boss. Before I say my own.
everybody will gonna be served today. I don't know why.
I must hear what you want to say, whether network like it or not. Ah, yes, I'll come to your gear. I'll pursue you to your gear.
Please let me say it now.
Yeah.
Oh.
Speaking
Let
of,
me say it now because
speaking
it's
of
not to my
network,
DMU, my love. Can you hear me, please? Can you hear me?
Yes, please. Please continue.
um,
Yes.
Okay, so
partially I can
like I was saying, so imagine as a lady, I grew up wearing people's clothes. I mean, there was never one time I said, okay, I was going to buy clothes, or my parents said, okay, we're buying these clothes. It was always my cousins, my family members, they always bring it in Ghana must go. Clothes they've used for like maybe they've used and they are tired. So now bring it to me and my sister.
Wow.
And that was how we were living. I'm telling you the truth now.
I
So
can
in
relate to.
fact,
I can relate big time.
in fact, that thing did a damage to my brain, to my mind. But what I'm going to tell you, because I told you this thing is not going to happen overnight. So, number one thing you want to do, there are two books I recommend. Or no, let me recommend one, which it is called The Battlefield of
Of
the
the
Mind.
mind. Mm.
It is written by Joyce Meyer.
Yes.
If you were here in the beginning, as in see, if I recommend 10 books for you, two out of it will be written by Joyce Meyer. Whether you're a business person or not, just be open because see, there's something I always say. Who you are, your person is going to reflect in your business. If you are a bitter person, if you are an angry person, if you are a frustrated person, no matter how you pretend to be nice to your customers, give it a matter of time, your true color will show.
Mm.
No matter how you say you are going to be give it time, your true color will show. So that is why I always tell business persons, who you are, you have to work on your person. Very important. If you are bitter, it's going to reflect in your business. The energy you carry is going to reflect in your business. And that is why you see this book, The Battlefield of the Mind by Joyce Meyer. Go and get it, read it, because if I have a session with you, if I continue talking to you, it's going to be so much. That's number one. Number two, is that you see those things that trigger those inferiorities. You want to cut them off. Let me give you a
Mm.
practical example. You are cutting them off not because you hate it or hate them, but for your own mental health and your own growth. Now, when for me, right, um, it got to a time where people started making jest of this thing I just shared, and even directly and indirectly. And what I started to do was I started taking myself away from all those places. Number one, I used to be, what they call house girl or mugo. Like everywhere you will see me. That's how they used to dispatch me. There was no value placed. And I say something. If you don't place value on yourself first, nobody will place value on you. Nobody will value you. I knew deep within me that my life was more than that at that time. But I was accepting the nonsense. Like I was accepting the misplaced value treatment. But when I told myself, and let me tell you the truth, it is something that is going to trigger it. And maybe that thing that would trigger it has not come yet.
Mm.
Because the moment that thing comes, my dear, you will do everything to get out of it. And when that thing that triggered it came, I began to take myself out of such environments. I mean it. I mute the people that are going to trigger me. I mute them not because I hate them, but because I'm trying to build something. Because I'm trying to come out. Because this thing we're talking about, see, I call it mind deliverance.
Mm.
It's not, it's not a miracle. Let me tell you, you can see some persons it takes them 6 months, some it takes them a year. For me to be able to talk to you like this today, do you know how long it took me to deal with my own mind? Do you know how long it took me to deal with some things that were already embedded from the roots? So that's why you want to make sure that you take yourself out. If it's your church, if you are, some have said something, don't go where you're not celebrated. If you already have the energies of people who believe in you, like you said, people who respect you, then when you receive those energies, you ride on them, but do not let it get to your head. You ride on it, but do not let it get to your head. Another thing that will help you is having somebody you are accountable to. Be accountable to somebody. Accountability is so strong. Be accountable to someone that you can open up to, that this is it. Like, for instance, what I'm going to tell you, you first thing you need to do, you need to itemize those things that trigger all you talk about. Because let me tell you the truth, you are still having encounter, you are still having contact with things that trigger these things. If you move with somebody like me for next 3 months, he's not he's not boast, like, you are going to see transformation. That's just the truth. Because you are not just going to talk it, you are going to act it, and you're also going to pray about it. Because there is the God factor that is going to also come in. And because this thing is a thing of the root, and if that's why I said that this thing, that it's not just for your business, it literally, it flows in all other aspects. You are not able to hold a conversation even with your fellow human being, because this thing is a root problem that has to be dealt with. It needs attention. It doesn't need a 1 hour space. It doesn't need a 3 hour space. Is a daily work, that when you wake up today, you tell yourself, innocent, I am smart. Innocent, I am confident. Innocent, I speak the right word at the right time. I mean, I am led. You say these things to yourself. It's a daily thing. And as you are saying it, do you have people you teach? Do you teach anything?
No, no, I just post on my status mostly.
You need to start teaching people, even if
So,
it's just even if it's just 10 people. Start teaching. I'm telling you the truth. The moment you
so,
begin to teach, it will help you grow your confidence. What do you do? Can you hear me?
I can hear you, man. It's what to teach that I don't know what to teach you. Finally,
What do you do? What do you do?
okay, what I do.
Yeah,
I do beekeeping. I keep bees for producing honey. I currently am into digital marketing, like, and I'm affiliate in Flakes. Um, I'm
beautiful.
I'm learning how to trade forex. Then I work in a gas plant as a pump attendant. I'm a graduate waiting for NYSC.
One, you are doing many things also. So, out of these many things you have listed, what is that one thing that you are very good at? Which of it are you very good at?
Ade wahala dey o. No,
Ah, you have a lot of work to do.
I do.
Then,
A
so
serious
that
one.
the attention will not be so much on you, right? I think all these things I'm asking you now, you are going to go and write it somewhere, okay? Be writing it, so maybe God, one way or the other, we're going to have a one-on-one. So you write all these things. You need to start teaching something. I'm telling
Mm-hmm.
you the truth. The moment you begin to teach something, see, your confidence will begin
It
to
begin to
build.
build up.
And the
Exactly.
moment your confidence begins to build, you see that inferiority complex, a bit ego.
It
You won't know
it will
when
disappear.
it will leave you. You will just get to a point and you see that you can't find it anymore. So you will come to my DM. This one, I'm the one that's asking you to, because you are going to teach something. I don't care. But then whatever it is, we're going to look for something you are going to
Mm-hmm.
be teaching people. I'm a
Yes,
very
ma'am.
practical person. It's
Mm-hmm.
because the truth is, if you don't take the step, you will not see progress.
Yes,
Even
ma'am.
if you write the full scarf sheet and post it on your wall, if you don't take the step, you won't see progress. And the
Yes, ma'am.
moment you begin to teach, the moment moment you begin to do certain things, you will begin to attract people that will propel you more. So I'm just going to end it there for now, but make sure you get this book, The Battlefield of the Mind. You can see the title, Battlefield of the Mind. That's to tell you that there's a lot of battle in the mind.
That's
There's
true.
a lot of
Yeah.
there's a lot of mindset issues that a lot of
Mm-hmm.
persons have to deal with. Like you said, sometimes you wake up and you are shouting this, that. Not your fault. I mean, like I said, something that you've lived for how many years, you think it's going to just no. It's not good. It's not just going to happen like that. So it's not your fault. And I'm happy that you actually know your problem, because some people don't even know their problem. Some would think, some don't even know. That's the truth. So I'm
That is the
glad you
problem.
know this. I'm glad you know this. And now we know what we will be doing going forward. So not to take too much of our time, and so Mr. Gerald can ask a question. Okay, but before Gerald talk, please, because if Gerald talks now, you will know what I'm talking about. And Vera asked a question. She said, "How do you deal with the issue of gaining clarity as to knowing what to do and actually doing it?" Secondly, there are times where you want to do something. Believe there are times where you want to do something you are sure of you want to do, but for one reason you can't control, you see yourself not doing it, even though I think if I understand what she's trying to say in this second question, is the fact that there's no what to do, or there's sometimes you see let me read it again. There are times where you want to do something you are sure of, but for one reason you can't control it, you see yourself not
Mm-hmm.
doing it. Okay,
Yeah.
to answer the first question, how do you deal with the issue of gaining clarity as to know what to do and actually do? Number one thing I'm going to tell you, number one thing, you will pray, you will speak in tongues. Jesus Christ is Lord. I'm not a pastor, but this is something that works magic if you're a Christian. A lot of people are Christians here. If you pray in tongues, if you are confused and you press, I'm not talking about chingon prayer. I'm talking about prayer where you literally spend hours. You stay. You stay. And the body. See, let me tell you people something, eh? God answered questions. He doesn't speak so much, but if you ask him questions, he will answer you.
Yeah.
If you ask him questions, he will answer you. I'm not saying you should go and ask God a question like why did somebody die? Oh, I'm not talking about those kind of questions, but questions that pertain to your life, to your business, God, he will answer you if you press. I'm talking about praying for hours. There's something business persons, leave aside. And let me tell you guys this thing. You see people who are not Christians, or you feel like they are not spiritual and they're doing business. See, they have a force they operate with. They have a force. They are not just intelligent persons. These people have forces they operate with. And whether you believe it or not, that's not my problem here tonight. But because you asked this question, number one thing you want to do is pray. When you pray, you actually get clarity. And clarity comes when you pray for long, actually. When you pray so long. Another way to gain clarity as to knowing what to do and actually doing it is looking for persons who are already doing what you are doing. As in, that thing that you want to do, look for persons who are already doing it, right? And study and check what are they doing. Like, what are they doing? Wow. So okay, so this is what they are doing. Oh wow. Okay. So now it now helps you understand better. It now helps you get more clarity that okay. Oh, nice. Now that helps you when you check out the people who are already doing that thing you're trying to do. And if it's something that you have not seen anybody trying to do, which is very hard, you will definitely see somebody who is trying to do it already. Okay, but if it's something very rare, very very rare, very very rare, then you want to consult someone that is so good, because there are people who help in clarity sessions. if I'm going to do a clarity session with you now, I'm going to ask you 20 questions. I can't be asking those 20 questions in this telegram in this telegram call, because let me tell you, clarity comes out of an answered questions. When you are able to answer a series of questions, then you know what you really what you are look that clarity, you will get it. And with God also. Now, this second question that says, there are times you want to do something you are sure of, but for one reason you can't control. You see yourself not doing it, even though your mind is there. So I think this happens to a lot of us. Sometimes we want to do something. We are sure that yes, this thing, if we do it, it will make sense. And your mind is really in it that yes, 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 you really, really want to do this thing, but it's not in your power. You don't have the control. Sometimes it could be that you don't have the resources. Sometimes it could be that you don't have the class. Because the truth is, there are some levels of things you want to do, but you need to attain a height in life to be able to do such type of things, and your mind is really, really there. What do you do? I'm sure people have heard this thing that what you should focus on energy, your energy on things you can control, right? And do not lavish your energy on things you cannot control. While that is true, one question I like to ask: are you really sure that you can't control it? Before you make the statement that you cannot control it, have you really checked deep, 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 deep? Have you ticked all the boxes? Are you like that woman in the Bible that went in search of all the jar bottles in our house? Have you really checked to see that yes, so you can't control it? Then you will now know that truly, truly you can't control it. Because sometimes when people come to me, I can't do this and I can't do this. By the time I said we'll find a way that okay, there's actually a way this thing can be done. So most times you want to be sure that you've ticked all the boxes that tells you that you really cannot control it. And if you cannot control something and your mind is there, hey, my dear, that means you should hold on. It definitely means you should hold on. It doesn't mean that that thing is not valid. It doesn't mean that that thing is weird or some sort. It could be that it's not yet time for you to do that thing. That's why you can't control it at that point. It could be that it's not what you need to do at that time. Your mind, your senses just tells you, but probably in the will of God is not what you need to do at that time. So that question, you see that I took my time to really read it before I even answered, because that question is a deep, it has deeper things in it. And I'm a very deep person. It has deeper things in it. So I think I hope that the little that I've said might give you a guide, right? Might give you a guide, okay? So if it's something you cannot control, you've checked all the boxes and you see that you cannot control it, but your mind is there and you are
Yes, I'm
sure,
back.
and you are sure, then you should exercise patience. If you know you can't be in control, you should exercise patience. Okay, exercise patience, because if it's truly something you cannot control, then you exercise patience. Okay, or you look for the powers or the forces or the hands, the people, the resources that can help you achieve it. Okay, yes, I'm done. So Gerard can speak.
Hello.
Yeah, we
We
can
can
hear
hear
you,
you.
Jeremy. Please go on.
Okay. Okay. I'll speak more on the
Oh, now, wow.
what is innocent out of the group. Yeah, what innocent was complaining. Shit. Hello. Okay, I'm back. Okay. Like I said, my case is similar but quite different. Well, I didn't grow up in a very humble background, so if I say I can relate to some of those things, I'm lying. At least I have parents that could pay my school fees. Yeah, but but there's always this expectation around me, though it's usually about what they want for me and not what I want for myself. That is one. That is the main thing. So the summary of it is that, for
Please,
example, this affiliate
are we
marketing
not
I'm
moving?
into, I'm the only person. I seem to be like the only person in my family. I can even tell you both in my extended side that understands what I'm going into. Like I said, this is not my dream. Oh. Even that my dream that I'm I seem to be the only person that understands it. Yeah, my dad is a doctor. He wanted me to be a doctor like him, but I didn't choose to study medicine. And up to now, I know he's still disappointed. Yes. Then that is from the family side. Me being the only person that understands what I'm doing. So most of the push is from me. And okay, I'm a graduate by the grace of God. The kind of friends I had in school self, now that I think of it, try. I feel like I wasted my time, really. Because if I'm saying A, that's why when we were talking about environment and moving away from people that put you down, I was just remembering all these things. Yeah, the kind of friends I are not the friends that will tell about affiliate marketing out and will take it seriously. Some self people like saying that Yahoo they do. I know that one concern them. But in my life, I always throughout my life, I always seem to be the only person that understands what I'm doing. Like if others are saying that left is the correct way, I'll be seeing something that is in the right. And when I tell somebody, let's go to that right, the person will either want to argue with me or tell me that I don't have sense or that kind of thing. Maybe if I eventually get it, they might try to see they appreciate it. But if I come into hello,
We
when I
can hear
get
you.
into an
Yeah, please
environment,
continue.
when I get into an environment, it always feels like I have to fight first. I have to quarrel with somebody. I have to have problem with some people before I even get listened to. It's not like I don't know what I'm saying. But it's as if I have to beg somebody to even listen to me for something that I believe that if I implement it, it will help everybody. And I wonder why it's like that. I don't even mean to insult anybody. One person that I know that if I compare with this person, I know I'm better than this person. Once the person open his mouth to talk rubbish, everybody will rush and listen to him. So I don't know why it is like that. Yes, when innocent case is also similar with mine. Oh. Though I've tried over the years, I've tried to battle that. That's why you can hear me talk like this. The way I'm expressing myself. You understand? Before I used to be one timid human being that once you tell you are stupid, I'll tell you yes. At a point, self, when I was in second, at the point when I was in secondary school, my classmates, okay, my JS1, JS2, my classmates will tell me to kneel down. I'll kneel down. I swear. Well, at least that part of me has changed, but there is still that other part. And it's
Glory
as
to
if I have
God.
to quarrel with you. I have to. It's annoying. It's annoying. And I don't like having to feel like I'm stepping on people to get to the top. I don't like because people have stepped on me, people have tried. So I cannot do that. That is not me.
Okay.
Hmm.
Are you
Hello?
done?
Hello?
Yes. Are you done?
Hello, are you done?
No, I'm not done. No.
Okay. Continue now.
I'm not done. Then concerning this,
Yeah,
okay. Miss Prominent.
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, I'm back. I say I have problem with you, Miss Prominent too.
Okay.
Yes, you are supposed to be my coach. You were talking about accountability. You are supposed to be my coach. If you check my WhatsApp now, your name is pinned on the top even before my mom. But if
To
I
the glory
message
of
you now,
God.
even if hello, good morning, before I get the reply, it might reach 1 year. It might do
Mm-mm.
anniversary
Anniversary.
if I don't get reply from you. I feel very bad though. Sometimes I go even call self. Ah, now wow. So speaking on my business,
These people, eh?
speaking about my
Avina.
I'm still talking about environment and familiarity with friends and all these things. I know very well that I myself, based on see finish, if I meet some people that I know that they are hungry to make that money, they know say if they see updates now, you know this cut soap for me. If they see updates now, they want to rush it. But because it's this Gerald that they know, maybe from childhood or from school or from somewhere, they don't just want to listen to Gerald. They want it to, but not from me. Now the question is how on the short run, because I know that the answer you give me is I should be successful first. When they see it, they'll come around. But how can I on the short run now get those ones first? One,
Assumption.
two, two. Wait, so let me phrase my number two question.
Please be
That
fast,
is
so
easier. Ah, it's true. Other people are here. Okay. Um, the last meeting I asked you about lead market. Yeah, lead magnet. You gave me some clues. Yes, but how am I going to manifest that lead magnet? Because in the beginning of your class, when I started listening, you talked about people that were so quick to run ads and all this thing, yet nothing come out. But running ads is part of leads now. If you cannot run ads, you are not going to get leads. So how are you going to manifest this thing? Like, how will I put it? What extra thing are you going to add which kind of network be this? Which kind Okay, we are back. What no verse? I was shouting at my network. What extra thing are you going to add, or am I supposed to add? Because me, I like learning something well before I start doing now. Not be I like learning something before doing it, so that if somebody asks me question, I'll not be thrown off balance. So what's okay from your own experience now? I need to use your own experience.
are you done?
Yeah, I think that should be the
Hello?
last one.
Shit. Okay,
Okay.
what unique traits should I have to attract anybody I want to attract? Like whether you want to say no, one mind will just tell you, yeah, just say yes to this guy. You understand? So in order not to waste other people's time, let me end there. Any other thing I have, I'll ask you directly, Miss Prominent. Thank you.
Hey, la coco la what la zwa heba. Okay. See, you now. I think now you people can understand why I said. Let me answer that question before Gerald talk. Now don't see
Yes,
him.
yes,
I know the
yes.
people I have, and that's.
Hmm.
I said let us. I'm supposed to be in a session already right now, but I
Yeah.
will go in late there. So, number one thing I want to address. Ah, God.
Hello?
Away. Can you hear
Hello.
me? Who is this?
Okay, I can hear you. I can hear you.
Please mute yourself so that it doesn't interfere.
All right. I was just
So,
testing out the earpiece. Sorry.
number one thing, and I always say this thing. If you see my WhatsApp like this right now, my WhatsApp is like a which market? Idu Mota. Idu Mota market. I'm telling you for fact. It do matter. Number one.
No kidding.
Num-
No kidding.
number number two. Number two. I always say this thing, and I'm saying it here. Even if you are if somebody is your coach, I know that some coaches and mentors, they have one smelly habit. But there's something I always tell my students. See, anything business. I mean anything business, ask me on the group. Just drop the question on the group. Honestly speaking, this is something I tell everybody. Anything business, that is why I have a group for you. If it's personal, you come to ask me personal. If it is business, drop it in the group, not just because my WhatsApp is a do matter, but because when you ask a question, it also helps other people, as other people, who have that same question. Two, three, this person is also working, is also doing our business, because if I was not doing the business, you couldn't have heard about me. So the WhatsApp, there are still some prospects in there in that same WhatsApp that everybody is. So I have tried, like, as I'm talking to you right now, I am working on systems, and this one is something you will eventually work on the long run. I am working on systems that can enable me. Like right now, I am here. I am not in Twitter space because now I have started prioritizing my community over spaces.
Mm-hmm.
So these are the things, structures I'm put in place. People who have personal mentorship, like one-on-one with me, hey, their schedule, they are there. I need people to understand that, see, wetin dem dey call am, shey na growth comes with a lot of responsibilities. So, but you see, Gerald, the last time you sent me a message, you asked me if I'm watching football too. That's the last message you sent to me. You've not sent me a message about business that has not answered you. Even though I don't answer immediately. And I'm telling everybody here now, if you ask me question, if you come to my DM and you expect answer immediately, that means that I am very, very free at that point in time. If I don't
Then
answer you
aside that,
immediately,
sorry, Coach Prem. What he said also, he said something like he would send hello, he will be waiting for a response. The right thing I feel is whatever thing you want to say it, and then when the person is free to check it, she
I
checks
am
it,
still
and
coming
then
to
she
that.
answers.
I was coming to that. I
Uh-huh.
just want to, I just want to lay everything well.
Mm,
If you want to send somebody a message, not only me, I mean anybody at all, don't go into their DM and say hello, hi. I mean, if you tell me hello, hi, I go read that hello, hi. I know the answer because
true
I
talk.
have how many messages to answer. You're sending me hello, hi, like hello, hi, what? It's not like you're even my friend. It's like we're not friends. You're sending me hello, hello, hi, waiting. So these are the reasons why people get ignored. And I always educate my students on this. It's just that some people, well, no matter how much you talk, they'll still not understand. Well, that is that one. Now let's go to your questions, your
Mm.
business question. You talked about getting people oh my god, you actually said a whole lot of things. So you talked about people who
It's
you
fun
know
to manifest.
buying from you. And he talks about people believing. Yes, I like that one. The one where we say people don't believe. You
Hello?
are the only one that
Ah,
understands your vision. You are the only one that understands what you are doing. And this is
Mm-hmm.
going to bring me to the popular saying that goes, the journey to success is a very lonely road, whether you like it or not.
Or not.
It is a lonely road. Very lonely. Capital letter Lonely. Lonely.
O-N-E-L-Y.
Me that is talking to you today, my parents have disowned me before and they reowned me back. because they are like, what is this one you are doing again? What is this one you have started? You, this girl, you want to disgrace us. You just, I don't know. I don't get it. Like, are you not supposed to be doing this? But me, they see what they see. They know they see them. And that is why I always tell people, please have people that have sense in your life. And when I say people that have sense, for me, I have older friends. You before you see a friend of mine that is my age mate, maybe one or two, I have
Hmm.
older and experienced friends for me, and that's what helps me. I have friends who have already walked a path. I have those are the people I keep as friends. Married women, married people that are already big in their businesses. Those are my friends. Like those are the people I roll with. Even when I was in university, I if I'm in 100 level, I move with people that are in 500, 400 level. That's how it is because I'm this kind of person that I love knowledge, and the knowledge my age mates have, it cannot be what I'm going to live on. Though there are young persons who have great knowledge, but your circle is very important.
Mm-hmm.
Very important. Very important. So you need to change your circle. That's the truth. That's the bitter truth. You need to find people who actually think like you. But before you find these persons, you have to go through the journey alone. But to the glory of God, you have people like me. That does not mean that you will be sending me to 24/7. To the glory of God. You have people like me that can tell you that yes, this is what you can do and you will do. See, let me tell you, there's nothing new. You what I'm going to do, you've heard it before. People love success. When you begin to
Hmm.
make progress, when you begin to make results, you see them, they'll be flocking around you. But my dear, since you know what you want to do, hey Jesus to 10, since you know what you want to do and you're focused on the thing and it's a legitimate thing, see, connect yourself with the people that are already thriving in that thing and just be going. Just be going. Just be going. Have your distraction. You see all those things, all those feelings, they are distraction. I'm telling you, they are distractions. You will lose friends. You will lose a lot of things on the journey. If you want to be a medical doctor, everybody will love you. Why not? But if you want to do something different, they can't understand because there's nothing you can do that will make them understand. That's just the truth. There's nothing you can do that will make them understand. They don't understand. They don't understand. Bishop Oyedepo used to say something before he built Canaan land. When he first saw it, his pastor did not understand. When he wanted to build Covenant University and he said this is what he was going to do, and they were trying to change it, he said, no, this is what I see, this is what
Hmm.
I know, and he stuck with it. So let me tell you the bitter truth. Until you begin to have a limp of progress, nobody, the people that you know, forget about them. I mean, don't stress yourself. Like, don't stress yourself. Just plug yourself with people. And one bitter thing you need to know now is that strangers will get you the results faster than people you already know. Strangers will get you the result faster. So you see
Mm-hmm.
that those ones you say you are your friends. How are you going to convert? I mean, see, finish is already in the thing. They cannot. There's some of my friends today who wished they started affiliate marketing when I started telling them about it. But right now, I don't have their time. Like, Oga, if you want to go, sister, if you want to do, if you want to do, mom, just define your way. Come to another person. Because there's already see finish. It's already like, who is this one? Is it not the person that we used to eat with? That was not even one that, as at last year September, she couldn't even pay 35K for bridal kinikon. But I knew what I was seeing. I see. Let me tell you, there is something that is called motivation from within. You have to draw your motivation from within because when everybody is gone, when this chat room ends, you're not going to be hearing my voice again. You're not going to be hearing anybody's voice again. It's going to be you. You have to have inner motivation. There is a motivation that comes from the inside. You need to have it. That's what will keep you. Every
Mm-hmm.
person you see today that gave vision, not every one of them, definitely their families were not in support. 90% his family was not in support. 90%. It's very few persons they come in here, they'll tell you that from my family did. 90% of family did not believe because, like, hello, this is not what we ask you to do with your life. So there's no shortcut to making those persons believe in what you are doing. What I always tell people, go for the strangers. Go for the strangers. The strangers will make you the money, bring you the results that the people who don't know you have. And in the process, you will see them. That's where attraction marketing comes in. In the process, you begin to attract them, and that's justice. That's it. I have to leave this place so because some people are waiting for me, like they're waiting for me on Zoom. So I was supposed to leave here by 9, but I just chose to stay extra time.
Thank you so much, Prominence. I'm very grateful for coming. I am very grateful to you and to God that you're able to make her time to come. And she has dealt wonderfully well with the questions. With the questions, I was about saying that about the issue of strangers, friends, and families cannot, in fact, cannot help when once you start. They are the least people you should put your expectation on. Friends and families, they are the least people. They will just become monitoring spirits and start monitoring you up and down. That is what they do. Monitoring spirit and start monitoring you up and down. But the major thing, strangers, sincerely yours, that is your best bet. That's your best bet. So some people are not making waves. Some people are because of the association, the friends and families. They don't believe in them. If they don't believe in you, please leave them alone. Continue building your life, build your system, build
It's
what
okay.
work, and eventually strangers will be attracted to you. And before you know what happens, you are there. All right. Uh, we have we have spent this program started 7 o'clock, so we have spent 2 hours 38 minutes. Our recording is 2 hours 23 minutes. So I think I want to appreciate every one of us for coming tonight. It's been a very, very wonderful time. If there's any other question you can leave in the group, we'll definitely attend to that if there is any. So we will definitely attend to that. And subsequently, we'll be having some webinars and if possible, some trainings coming ahead also. And
Back,
it
oh.
will be a very awesome one. So I want to thank everybody for coming. Prominent is gone. I want to appreciate every one of you. God bless you and thank you for coming. We hope we have a wonderful night rest.